Hey, what's up? My name is PJ, and in this video I'm going to show you my DIY softbox made of a cardboard box and some kitchen materials, and show you some portraits that I took with it as well. Hope you enjoy. So this is what we got. Inside the box there is some baking paper, aka some waxed paper, I think it's also called. Some tin foil, some just aluminium foil, cooking foil, some gaff tape, just the cheapo Bunnings brand gaff tape. Also got a Stanley knife. Got a small pair of scissors, pointy scissors, mainly for poking holes. And I got a handful of ball bungees as well. That's about it. Oh, and a Sharpie, of course. And a dog barking in the background. Okay, so first thing I did was got the Stanley knife and I cut the edges, cut the flaps off the side of the box. I initially thought that I might keep them. I could use them as like flags or gobos, almost make it like a grid, but I didn't end up using them. Next thing I did was put the flash on top of the softbox and I measured around it to get the shape of the flash head for when I need to put the flash in. Then obviously I needed to line the inside of the softbox. Used a bit of tin foil and some gaff tape. Halfway through I noticed the red cast that I was getting from all the red tape inside, so I think I switched to sticky tape halfway through, but it basically just measure it, cut it, stick it in, very easy. I then cut the hole in the top of the box for the flash. When I put the flash in, I made sure to put the bottom side first because the bottom side tapers in a little bit and it fits nicely. And it actually holds, because I've got Velcro on one end, it's a lot, not a lot wider, but it's wider on one end, so it holds well. And I just reinforced around the sides with some gaff tape there, just so the box didn't rip. Next thing I need to hold it in place, so I poked a couple of holes on either side, and I put a ball bungee through one way and out the other, and I did the opposite. So the ball bungee on the outside will hold the ball bungee on the inside, bungee on the inside, if that makes any sense. So they're basically holding each other in place, and I can wrap the bungee cord around the flash to hold it where it is. It was pretty good. It just needed one more hole, and that was going to be holding the inside of the flash, holding the actual flash head, and you can pull it tight at the top to get it sitting in the place where you want. So that was actually surprisingly sturdy. I could sort of shake it around, it wasn't going anywhere. Next was the diffusion, which is the baking paper. This was so much harder than it looked. Just, I guess because it's waxed or grease proof or whatever, but no amount of tape would hold it. No sticky tape, no gaff tape, nothing would hold it in place. So I ended up taping it temporarily and grabbing these push pins and holding it in place with the pins. It definitely wasn't as slick as I wanted it to be, but it worked, it was effective. There was some pins poking at the bottom, but yeah. That was way harder than I thought it was going to be. But it looks pretty good in the end. Got the ball bungees held down with the pins because no matter how much tape I put on it, it just wouldn't hold the wax paper. Maybe I used the wrong side of the paper, I'm not sure. Pretty good, it's all reflective inside. See how it goes. Okay, so here's me putting the softbox to use. The first test I do is the drop test. Tragic. But surprisingly, it stayed completely intact. The flash head stayed on. I'm pretty impressed with how solid it was, to be honest. As you can see, like if you get it, sounds obvious, but if you get the flash nice and close, the quality of light is very, very good. I think having a little bit of red inside is probably not a bad idea. The inside of the box is brown. I think it is getting a little bit of warmth. I probably did have the white balance set to flash, but I really like it. It wraps around the face, it falls off nicely. It's similar to my small softbox. And for a DIY project, it was really, really fun. Was it worth all the time and effort that went in? No, probably not when you can pay 20 or 30 bucks for a cheapo umbrella or softbox. But I really enjoyed it, I had fun doing it, and you can actually take some pretty decent photos. That's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you learned something, give me one of these bad boys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.